Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 versus Mufasa. And yeah, it is looking like Sonic 3 is going to kick the Lion King's ass this weekend.
Now, we don't know for sure, but we talked about it like a few weeks ago too. That was the early box office predictions. But we're like, it's going to start today in some places and tomorrow. And they're saying they think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm not hearing a lot about Mufasa. I don't know if people
I want to see Sonic.
Excited.
I don't really care about Mufasa.
I don't really care. I think a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, oh, it's another live action Disney movie. I'll watch it on Disney Plus.
That's exactly what I think is going to happen.
But Sonic 3 is kind of an event for a lot of people, especially since they add Keanu Reeves. Spoiler. He's Shadow the Hedgehog, and we're going to talk about fan goodwill and how this franchise only exists because the studios listen to the fans. And think about how many other franchises might be in a much better place, Star Wars, if they actually listened to the fans and gave them what they wanted. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to clownfishminus.com, pick up some merch, help support the Reef with our Plus Club. We also have that content mirrored on clownfishtv.locals.com. So before I get into the article, about Sonic 3 versus Mufasa, they're talking about how, without Ugly Sonic, there wouldn't be any Sonic movie franchise.
I agree with that because the backlash was so severe. Everybody heard about it. It was all over the place. It brought so much awareness to it, especially when they listened and they fixed it.
Yeah, so this is Gizmodo, and they had an interview with Ben Schwartz, who plays Sonic, and they said that, thanks to Paramount actually listening to fans, and God, I wish they would have listened to fans in regards to Transformers. But Ugly Sonic wasn't going to fly. Now, I'm waiting for people to be like, release the Ugly Sonic cut.
Honestly, people would buy it. If they
would.
were smart, they'd release the Ugly Sonic cut. If they were smart, they make so much more money. I re-released in the theaters the Ugly Sonic.
So, so they changed the design of Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank God. But this is Ben Schwartz. He said maybe sometimes you need a little push to really look in the mirror and hear the fans to then really figure out if you want to adjust. And we did. Yeah,
they did. And everybody thought they wouldn't because it was like, I think it was almost done or completely done. And they're like, oh, crap. People saw it and the backlash was fierce and fast. And they did the right thing. They pushed it back and they fixed it. And because they listened, they hit success. And I think that's why people keep going back. That and the fact people like Sonic and Keanu Reeves is in this one. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the movies actually were decent. They're good.
They're good. Yeah.
I mean, they're not the best movies ever, but they're good.
They're just fun. And people in a world where things aren't fun anymore, people want fun.
Yeah, and I know there was a lot of anger from outlets like Mary Sue and
whatever. Mary Sue runs
when they did this because they're like, how dare the audience dictate the terms of their consumership? The bigots and the
it them? I don't remember.
There were a bunch of the outlets.
I don't remember if they were one of them or not.
I remember the BBC did one. I specifically remember the BBC did one because people were complaining about Doctor Who at the time too, and all the changes being made to Doctor Who and the retcons and stuff. And then they were comparing it to Sonic, like, well, fans got this wince. Now they think they can dictate.
Yeah, I do remember
terms.
that.
It's like, no, the fans are your consumers. And if they want hamburgers and you only sell them veggie burgers, you're not going to have customers, right? I mean, it's not hard. Like, I'm not saying you have to kowtow to an angry mob on the internet all the time. But in this case, it was very, very clear that nobody was going to go see this movie because Sonic looked like crap.
But they fixed it.
Yeah.
And people went. And now,
Movie 3.
Yeah, we got the third movie coming out. And then now it might even be Mufasa, which is in The Lion King, which is Disney. And last time they did a live-action Lion King, which was actually based on, the first Lion King film, it did really, really, really well in 2019, like incredibly well. But this one, I don't think is going to go there because a couple things. One, people are really tired of live-action remakes. I think you're Stitch they're looking forward to. But they're really, really tired of live action remakes overall. And then there's this like whole other story and it sounds like it's retconning stuff. And people are just like, eh.
Yeah.
Another one, who cares?
Yeah, that's it. It's like fool me once. And, the Lion King.
This doesn't fool me once. This does fool me how many times now?
Well, Lion King Lion King is my all-time favorite Disney animated movie. And I haven't even watched the live action because I'm like, I don't want to taint my memories of the original movie with the taint of live action Disney. So they said, yeah, this weekend, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 versus Mufasa. They said that it could continue the winning streak that they've had with Wicked, Moana 2, Gladiator 2, which I didn't know Gladiator 2 was doing that well. I forgot it existed. It comes into theaters with the advantage of strong goodwill from fans of the colorful Sega video game franchise. The goodwill was built. That goodwill was built by years of hard work from director Jeff Fowler and his team, turning a maligned initial trailer into a hit series that has borrowed more and more from its source material.
Yes, went back to the source material. Stayed true to the character and the fans.
Fan goodwill.
Yeah. Do you see a pattern here? Disney especially. Do you see a pattern here?
Yeah. Again, this could have happened with Star Wars. This could have happened with Star Trek. This could have, you know what I'm saying? But we got people in charge that think they know better than the people who've been fans of these franchises for decades. They said, yeah, they think it's going to actually have legs. This is the call movie that people go see it repeatedly. They said because of the reliance on legs, the opening total for Sonic 3, like any holiday title, is less important than it usually is. But the current tracking has the film opening in the 60 million range. Paramount's projecting 55 million, with some saying closer to 72 million, which is what Sonic 2 did. I think it might actually, I don't know, because there's a lot of other competition.
I think because Mufasa's going to cut into it,
yeah.
I think. But yeah.
That would be a big start, given that families will likely spread out their trips to see the film over the course of the holiday break in a way they wouldn't during Easter break. So the reviews for Sonic 3 are largely positive, but as last year's game movie hits, Mario and Five Nights at Freddy's demonstrated the fan reception.
And both of them, yes, but both did very well because of fan reception.
Yes. And I remember they tried to tank the Mario movie too, and people were like, the critics were like, it's too much like a video game. I'm like, what the fuck do you think it was based on?
Yeah, I know, right?
They said gamers and kids are satisfied with Shadow and the slew of references to Sonic Adventure 2 and other games. The series' best final total of 200 million plus domestic and or 500 million plus global is more than achievable. But they're saying, yeah, they don't know what's going to happen to Mufasa. They said that the 2019 movie made 1.65 billion at the global box office. They said Mufasa is expected to open to 50 to 55 million, though Disney is hoping word of mouth can help carry the film against the gamer-driven buzz of Sonic 3.
Honestly, I think it's ridiculous that they went up against Sonic 3, or vice versa. I don't know what... They should have spread them out. If they were smart, either Disney or, Universal. Who does Sonic?
Oh, that Paramount.
Paramount.
Yeah.
Whoever, I can't remember. Paramount. If they were smart, they would have spread it out. Because either one could have done better that way. But, honestly, if Disney, it wouldn't surprise me if Disney, and I don't know if this is what happened, but in their arrogance, we'll go up against Sonic because it's not going to hurt us any, because it's a Lion King movie, It wouldn't surprise me if Disney did that.
Yeah, I could see them doing that. I mean,
where's the Disney difference?
Well, they also mark their territory on these movies like how many years in advance.
That's true. I don't know what happened. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me.
But they're saying theater insiders are telling The Wrap that while Sonic 3 is outperforming Mufasa in pre-sales for this weekend, Mufasa might be doing better in pre-sales for Christmas Day. But then people might be going to see Sonic first.
That's what I'm saying. I think most families are going to probably go see both. I mean, I have no desire to see Mufasa, but when our kids were little, we might have gone to see both. We are going to go see Sonic, though. I do want to see. I
want to see Sonic.
That's not when we're going to get a chance to, because we're so busy.
But yeah, they said the early reviews for Mufasa aren't great. 59% Rotten Tomatoes, directed by Moonlight Oscar winner Barry Jenkins. Kids and families don't care. They don't care who directed it. They look at the movie and they're like, "Do I want to see this? Yes or no?" I can tell you right now, I would be shocked if it came anywhere near the total of the original Lion King. I don't think it's going to be a box office, a huge catastrophic failure, but I don't think it's going to come anywhere near the original in terms of box office.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think it's going to come anywhere near in terms of 2019's live action. I don't think it's going to do that well at all.
They said that they tried to make Mufasa and the other lions more expressive because people complained about how dead they looked in 2019.
They did. Yes.
Oh boy. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But my money's actually on Sonic 3 this time. But I don't know. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.